Today, I'm going to review Pot Smuggling Blues, a game of high seas adventure. Pot Smuggling Blues. Let's check it out. It's this is for all my stoners friends and my libertarian friends who think that marijuana should be legal. Pot Smuggling Blues. And personally, I believe marijuana should be legal. Here's the chips for things. Also in this game, we happen to I happen to have the Monopoly Deluxe Edition. It was real old. I cut off all the little pieces to save space. I got plenty of Monopoly boards, so it's cool. There's the tokens. It was the John Waddington Limited Edition. It's got a banker's tray. Here's the money. And for some weird reason, this time the community chest and chance cards are like this. And the money is like this. It's kind of weird. I'm not even sure if and look at the houses and hotels. They're plastic, but they're different. So it's an older version of Monopoly, but it's still there. So these are the different boats, which have different prices of how much money you make for smuggling pot. So you try to get these, so they're different colors for each group. You try to get your different loads of pot to different places so you can make money. Pot Smuggling Blues. So here's the rules to Pot Smuggling Blues. I will scan it so y'all can see. At the beginning of the game, you actually have no money. You have to make it by smuggling pot. That's what you do. Busted, jail, shipwreck, slush fund, tax. So, funny part. Even though you are breaking the law by smuggling pot, the government still wants their taxes. Taxation is theft, right, libertarians? They shouldn't marijuana should be legal, but they shouldn't tax you on it, right? Come on. Southern North America, getting paid, certificates, Bermuda Triangle, cards. We have Bermuda Triangle, misfortune cards. So that's the rules. Oh, wait, there's more rules on the back. Okay, there's rules. Hot Wheels, U.S. Coast Guard, U.S. Customs, foreign port situations, playing options, so you can do other stuff, strategies, weather zones, Hot Wheels, smooth sailing, wheel burger. It's actually, he says it's actually was designed from a true life experience. So this is a guy, I guess he got enough money or decided to quit smuggling pot, and he made a board game about it to try to make more money. So you got this spinner, which looks like as a directional spinner. So that's pretty cool. We got these Hot Wheels spinners. Tells you where different groups are supposed to be on. So tips random. U.S. Customs ports, U.S. Coast Guard, foreign ports, and weather zones. So that's that part. Then we got the map, which is, here's where the cards go: mechanical difficulties, misfortunes, weather, and foreign port cards. You got Mexico, Belize, Colombia, San Juan, St. Martin, Jamaica, Cuba, Miami, Tampa, Jackson, Mobile, New Orleans, Savannah, Washington, Norfolk, New York, and Boston. Pot smuggling blues. So, got all this ocean and you're trying to travel, and of course this is the Bermuda Triangle. You're trying to travel from, you basically try to pick up pot in, I guess, different locations, whether it's A, B, C, D, or E, and you try to get them to other locations, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. And you got these cities, and so basically you try to drop your load of pot, smuggle it from the islands or Belize and Mexico up to America in one of these cities. So, pot smuggling blues, y'all. Let's look at the cards. Here's the cards. Check it out. Check it out now. Check it out. Check it out now. So, like I said, we got weather, misfortune. We got misfortune cards, mechanical cards, weather cards. And foreign port cards. Let's just look at the weather cards first. Weather cards. We got like unfavorable wind, favorable wind, wind change, favorable wind, wind change, unfavorable, thunder, lightning. So, hurricane, force 11 storm, force 9 storm or strong gale, force 7 moderate gale. So every time you move, I think you got to draw one of these cards: thunder and lightning, wind change, force 11 storm, hurricane, because you're on ship. So you're on a sailboat ship, so you're gotta worry about the storm. Force 11 storm, weather front, hurricane, thunder, lightning. Here's a foreign port card. So when you go to a foreign port, you gotta draw one of these. We got U.S. Customs bribe, which is optional. You don't have to bribe. Customs bribe, customs bribe, customs bribe, fear factor, customs bribe, customs glitch, immigration bust you, tricky sex, gun bust, sense, dirtweed, customs bribe, invisible magic, voodoo prediction, harbor patrol bust, sense, busted, customs bust, and light load. Then, sometimes, I guess when you spin a 1, you get have to draw mechanical difficulties, because there's difficulties with ships. Quantum mechanics, metaphysical move, broken history, dismast, electrical mayhem, torn sail, seized engine, some ships don't always want to cooperate, broken belts, supermagnetism, eerie instruments, contaminated fuel, busted gear, busted hose. Yay, everything actually works. Jammed gear, lost your prop. That's propeller. Hot engine, last hard. Man, mechanical problems. And then you got, when you roll 6 or spin a 6 or whatever, you get misfortunes. We got the Bermuda Triangle, Man overboard. Bypass the red zone. Hit by freighter. Rogue wave. Mutiny. Dolphins. Flying high. Pirates. Beat customs. Bermuda Triangle. Good sailing. Hit by freighter. A bunch of hit by freighters. And a water sprout. So, that was Pot Smuggling Blues. Smuggle pot, don't get caught. High Seas Adventure game. Start with no money and try to make $1 million in the pot smuggling game. Pot Smuggling Blues. A game that I recommend you play it. I recommend you play this game instead of actually smuggling pot. Because right now it's illegal, even though it shouldn't be. It's just a plant, y'all. Come on now. There's a lot more worse drugs out there than pot. A lot of them are actually legal. They're given to you by doctors. They're called prescription drugs. And a lot of the prescription drugs out there are freaking worse than marijuana ever thought about being. Matter of fact, cigarette smoking is worse than marijuana ever thought about being. Yet nobody gets... But it's legal. The real reason why marijuana is illegal is because of all the stuff that you can use it for. I mean, marijuana... Hemp is marijuana, okay? The plant's called hemp. Anyway, the plant's called hemp. Pot, the pot plant is what it's called is hemp. Hemp oil can be used as a blood substitute, it's the closest, hemp oil is the closest oil to blood oil or plasma oil that exists. You could grow hemp oil and use it as a substitute for blood, a plasma. It would be used as a substitute for plasma. Come on, doctors, why aren't y'all funding this research? Come on, it exists, it's true, and we would not be having a shortage of plasma if we would start mixing hemp oil into plasma. Seriously. Also, hemp oil can be used as an alternative fuel source. Hemp can be used as fertilizer. I mean, you could literally grow marijuana and destroy the marijuana and use it as a fertilizer. It's a really great fertilizer for growing stuff. You can actually grow marijuana, which grows super easy. I mean, super easy. You got some marijuana seeds. If you live in a neighborhood where people do marijuana, they try to get away from the cops sometimes, so they'll throw their blunts out, right? You might one day just see a marijuana plant pop up on your front yard. You didn't even do it. Someone just they literally just randomly threw it out there to get away from the cops because it's illegal and they didn't want to get arrested, even though it shouldn't be illegal. So it grows easy, fast, and it's a real easy thing to grow. It just naturally you can just grow. It's not even hard to grow. You can literally destroy it and put it in the fertilizer of other plants to help other plants grow. So that's another thing it's good for. It's been known to have calming effects when people actually smoked it. Helps people calm down from PTSD, all kinds of... So it's medicinal purposes of smoking it. Just makes you mellow. It makes you calm. It's cool. It's just like any old... It's just used basically as a painkiller for both crazy and natural paints. So it's used for that. But another great thing that marijuana, the hemp plant, can be used is you see how Spider-Man has webs right here? His webs are a rope, right? Okay, well, pot, hemp, if you make it right, you can make it into rope. You can make it into some of the strongest rope, probably as strong, if not stronger, than Spider-Man's webs, rope around. If it's weaved right and weaved good, hemp makes super strong rope. So there's another reason why hemp should be legalized. For its medicinal purposes, its agricultural purposes, its fuel. Oh, also did mention that hemp can be converted into a natural fuel source. You can burn it like fuel. Like the oil of hemp can not only be used as plasma, but it can be used as gasoline. Hemp driving cars that run on hemp. The industrial, agricultural, medicinal, medical, all the various huge uses for hemp that you should go look it up today. And hemp needs to be legal. Definitely legalize hemp already, governments, because of all the industrial, agricultural, medicinal, and so much more uses. Look it up. Look it up today. Look up hemp. Look it up today. Do your research. There's YouTube videos. There's internet videos. There's internet articles. There's studies. There's studies and studies and studies on hemp. The reason why it's illegal. You want to know what the real true reason why it's illegal? Has nothing to do with marijuana being bad for you. Has absolutely nothing to do with marijuana being bad for you. Its true reason why it's illegal is it's so easy to grow that it's hard to regulate. All its usage is, it's so easy to grow, anybody can grow it, so it's hard to regulate, and the fuel companies don't want it because they'll lose money. The cigarette companies don't want it out there because it's safer to smoke. The medical people don't want it because it's a way better it's way better than aspirin. It's a so much better painkiller than any painkillers that are out there. It's a safer painkiller. Real reason the government doesn't want it is because they can't regulate what they can't they can't tax what they can't regulate. It's too hard to regulate if you make it yourself. And corporations, the big corporate giants, they don't want it legal because it's so easy to make and so much things you can do with it that people would be having their own free fuel sources, their own free medical resources, their own free industrial and usages, their own free agricultural usages. The number one reason why hemp is illegal is because the greedy corporations want it illegal. And they're going to make sure the government keeps it illegal because they cannot make money off of it if you are making it yourself, growing it yourself, and literally converting all of it and then selling the stuff yourself. They don't want it that way. They don't want it that way. It's the government and the corporations are in cahoots together to make sure pot stays illegal. That's the true reason why pot and hemp is illegal. So fight the corporations and fight the government and force the government to make this stuff legal again. It used to be legal. It needs to be it again. Everybody have a great day, and that was Pot Smuggling Blues.